Alan King's music is what? Eh? What is that? It's nothing. But I mean, people are embracing. People just accept it. Yeah, people just accept it like the way it is, and like we go by it. Don't be shocked tomorrow we'll have something like Slotas Madiraga, but will not be having the kicks. And you'll be when you look at the type of music right now we're doing, like you can just walk to a studio and like you start recording as long as you have your 50,000, 70,000. I remember it was one of the sessions for Power Stars or Homer Boys. Yeah, and it was interesting to see like these guys are doing their thing, and you know they don't want you even to breathe, to cough, to move your leg, and you're quiet in that studio because soundproof was an.
I think to me, first of all, let me give credit to the producers. I think some of the producers changed the sound in Madi, and one of the people I really respect so much is Slaughter.
Yeah, I remember I was chilling in one of the studios, and we could eat Rolex the whole day, like with soda and everything, because things come for free, and then everyone who comes to the studio will want to impress the producer.
Hi guys, welcome back to Open Game, the Revolution Podcast, and today it's only Innocent. I'm so sorry Tony's not around here. As Tabuna says, the MC life obviously is taking him. But we're here, and I'm so happy today. I think this is the first time I'm hosting alone. Today I have some two stubborn guests around. I don't want to hype them so much because some of them have their own hypes, like and I'm not gonna mention their names, so I'll give this time for you guys to tell the ladies who you are.
The ladies, the men.
Okay, for everyone now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen and viewers, my name is MC Ambasson, but I think of late people are getting to know me as Amba Alex Luis. That's my real name, and MC Ambasson is another name that is known. Some people who started listening to me on the radio, I think 10 years ago, will know me as Ambalex. So that's how far I've come from Ambalex, Amba Alex Luis, MC Ambasson. I don't know who I am now.
What inspires the change of names?
Okay, at first my real name is Amba Alex Luis. That's given by my parents. Then there came a time I started radio, so I said, Amba Alex, why can't I remove one A away and join the two together? Amba ends with the A, Alex starts with the A. So I say I should remove one A away to sound Ambalex. And that's how I came with Ambalex. Those are the, that's the first name that I came with when I first joined radio way back in 2012, sometime back there. So when I went to Juba, people are identifying themselves with their parents and other things. My name Amba is from my grandpa. My grandpa is called Ambasson. So I decided to bring in Ambasson because I received information back home here that there is already somebody calling himself just next to your name. So I said, no, okay. If somebody is using that Lex name, then I should leave that Lex. Then bring in Ambasson.
So it's not really Ambasson.
It is Ambasson.
So we've been calling it wrong.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a cool introduction from Ambasson. Now Ambalex. I think you can go by all those names.
All.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Another interesting personality, Mr. He, welcome to Open Game Podcast.
Thank you so much, Mr. Innocent.
Yep.
My name is Londu Emmanuel. Generally, I'm a music lover. I work with Yetunde Media.
Yeah.
I'm the CEO of one of the CEO of Yetunde Media. Yeah, we know what Yetunde Media always do in Madi music. And West Nile at large. Yeah.
That's very great. What is okay? Let me just. When did you start Yetunde Media?
Yetunde Media we started around 2015. Yeah, 2015. We are making 10 years.
It's a good growth.
Yeah, next year. Yeah.
Good growth. Okay, guys. Today we have some nice topics for you. These guys are going to tackle some very interesting topics that a lot of you were maybe waiting to hear from, but there was no platform. But then we have this podcast now. We'll give you everything that you want to hear. But we're going to focus on Madi music. Let me say mostly because this is an open game podcast, meaning you can actually bring in any topic at any time. We can talk about anything in the world. But today we are addressing our topics and focusing around the growth of Mali music. Yeah, everything about it. Okay. I think let me start with this one topic. Let's talk about the old times, the times of Ndua. So, yeah, Ambasson.
Yeah.
Let's tell us about the legend of Mali music, man.
When you talk about the old times, when you talk about old Madi music, if you are talking about the contemporary, the pre-recorded type of music from the studio, then to my head, I will be listening. I mean, I will be reflecting on people's like the Madirangs, the Madia God, the Ologo Crew, the Archangel Band, sorry, and then the Power Stars. You talk about Wise DG, you talk about Kamulara Boys, and then Nile Wave. Not in order, but like those are the big names that I can come up with. And the Lindy's, there's this lady who has some nice vocals, Lindy, and yeah, and the rest, like the list is also wide. Like I mean, it's long. That time, like we have these guys. They've done their part. Most of them actually worked hard at their own, area, and they have delivered. I am proud of most of them. At least when you get to listen to their song, their sound, and compare with some of the sound right now, you'll have difference.
Is it true? I used to hear that music those days was like the producer who first make the beats and then they invite the artist to come and listen to the beats and flow on it.
Yeah,
Not like right now where you sample what you want and then the producer goes by the flow.
okay. Those days, this genre type of music, like this genre hip hop R&B, what came like later.
Yeah.
Those days, the producers were trying, if I may say, they were trying to do what they can do. I remember there was one producer called Producer Ronnie at in Arua, and then that was at Jomix Studio. Then we had some other producers in Gulu. So the Power Stars.
Which producer was at Audio Waves?
Audio Wave was Ronnie. Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was Ronnie.
Audio was one of the biggest
radios.
radios.
Audio Wave was Ronnie, I think, and then there was Jomix Studio, and then there was Macroni at a certain studio in Idiofe for radio passes. Yeah, and Macroni is actually a Madi, I think. His other name is called Oja, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you find these guys like go do their beats. So when they do their beats, then when the artist goes and be like, I want to sing, so they give you the beats, regardless of how you composed your song. You're supposed to like blend your song to fit in that beat. That's why you find some of them actually do not have songs that like go on the beats. Like and they go off beat. But there are those ones who are doing professional work, and they will first listen to what you have, or they will ask you what type of music you want to do, and they will do for you a bit of that type, and like you go on it. And interestingly, those days there was nothing like mastering or whatever it is. Like you work on it, and even in a day, a producer can produce like 10 songs, and you go with it. Yeah. I remember I attended one session at Audio Wave, and I was very young. I was at school in Arua, and I had to like go there, because I wanted to like be part of this process. I remember it was one of the sessions for Power Stars or Homer Boys. Yeah, and it was interesting to see like these guys were doing their thing, and they don't want you even to breathe, to cough, to move your leg, and you're quiet in that studio because soundproof was an issue.
So you have to minimize the noise.
You have to minimize the noise, yeah.
I also heard, okay, I don't know how true this is, but those days of Power Star, like, okay, the prime time, I think the beginning time of, I don't know, but during the time of Ndua, which year was that?
Ndua came around 214, I mean 27, 24, 25 there, if I'm not mistaken, around that time.
Yeah, they say these guys used to tie stuff on their stomach to to filter the sound to make it come out clear. I don't know.
No, that's a lie, to be honest. No. Okay, coming up with the clear vocal is something very hard. Like I'm a voice